It's just a dog until it's your dog. I was unsure about whether or not I should write this article. I considered it a privilege to be asked to write for 50 plus essay, and I initially had another topic in mind. But as I'm writing this, I have just received the news that made me change tack. Because the news is really sad. It's about death or an impending death. I found out today my dog has cancer. I'm sure some of you are thinking, really? It's only a dog? Others of you perhaps think back to a time where you lost your beloved pet and are reminded of the pain that comes with that. I've never really understood people who don't love having pets. It's similar to when I meet people who hate sport. I just can't comprehend it. They are both such a huge part of my life, and they bring you the highest of highs and sadly the very lowest of lows. Today was a low. Our youngest golden retriever has cancer. He is only 2, almost 3. It's so cruel because as a family, we haven't had enough time. We want more time. Our family of 4 feels jinxed when it comes to having dogs. We've had a bad run. Our first German Shepherd passed at the age of 8, had been unwell and had a heart attack in the back of our car, literally on the way to see the vet. Next, we lost our second dog, a 4-year-old German Shepherd. He had cancer in his throat. 4 felt ridiculously young. I remember leaving the vet after he passed. 2 people walked out with their dogs on leash. I walked out with mine, holding his ashes. We were done. It's just too painful to say goodbye to another family member. So we said that's it, no more dogs for us. Then COVID, generations global pandemic, where in the early days, I thought we might be stuck in our homes forever, never to leave our suburb or our state. If that was to be the case, I wanted to spend the rest of my days with a dog. Our heart still had much more love to give. So my wife rang the RSPCA. All the dogs were gone. Animal Welfare League, ditto. A number of breeders, same. We thought that's it. It's not going to happen. Then, by some miracle, a colleague of my wife's golden retrievers got a bit frisky at a family barbecue, and a beautiful pup literally fell into our lives. Bliss. Dreams do come true. Fast forward 2 years and we get a call from a breeder. The golden retriever you ordered during COVID is ready. Excuse me? We inquired. We never ordered. Cue a family vote, which I lost 3-1. And now we have 2 amazing golden retrievers. I never thought I would say having 2 dogs at once is the greatest. The companionship they give us to each other is simply a joy each and every day. My wife and I religiously send each other Instagram reels about golden retrievers. Such is the love we have for these 2 dogs. Now, devastatingly, and who knows when, soon you'd imagine, our family and our first golden retriever in particular will be completely shattered and heartbroken. Yet some people simply can't comprehend that grief and that pain because it's an animal. I know of a boss who wouldn't allow one day of leave for an employee to grieve their long-time companion. The only time in my childhood I remember seeing my father cry, ever, was the day he buried our family dog. The solemn figure of my father leaning on a shovel in our backyard is an image that haunts me to this day. Why am I sharing it with you? Firstly, it's a way for me to deal with my grief. I've been very lucky, touch wood, to have not lost any of my closest family and friends. The greatest emotional pain I've ever felt is the loss of our dogs. Secondly, and the most importantly, it's a painful reminder to enjoy and make the most of every single moment with those you truly love, be they human or canine, because you just never know when they may be taken away from you. The end.